はい、ちょっと開始遅らせてますけど、これから、OSC 名古屋コスカップオープン EP コミュニティ交換トラックということで、電子ペーパーを Linux カーネルで、オープン EP コミュニティの OSS 活動とサーバーレジリエンスアクト会議を取り現場からという、ウィッチェンさんから、発表してもらいます。Shall we start?
Okay, okay. Okay, thank you. Okay. Okay, good evening, everyone. Okay, today is very happy and honored to receive the OSC Nagoya's invitation here. So my topic today is about from paper drivers to CRA compliance, the Open EP community's upstream journey. Okay, so my slide I will separate two parts. The first one is I want to introduce the new e-paper communities named Open EP, current status and the future work. And the part two I will introduce because I want to push this community to the Euro. And if you want to ask the Europe customers or users, you need to follow CRA compliance. I want to share how to integrate to the Yocto VSP and the CI integration. Okay, let's go to the part one first. I quickly introduce myself first. My name is Vic, and I OpenEP Kubernetes maintainer, and I'm very enjoy to contribute software to the open source communities. About agenda, firstly, I want to share why we are create the OpenEP community, and I want to share our current progress and the future work. Okay, let's go to the first chapter. As you can see, maybe e-paper application is very in our real life every day. Maybe you can see the bus stop sign in Taiwan, or you buy the Rakuten Kobo ebook to read the novel or some PDF files, or maybe you can go shopping in the Eon in Nagoya. You will see the wireless electronic shelf labels on the product line. But most applications are not open source. It's a very pain point. And even if some company provide open source solution, most support MCU only like WebShare. And the too few open source application with Linux. This is why we want to create this community. And we found it in last December, so we are a very new open source community. And we are not only provide in-house hardware design, included based on the e-ink panels, but also for the open source software, including the MCU and MPU platforms. So we are support the Linux and RTOS operating system. Oh, and here is our current progress. As you can see, this is our hardware support platforms. We are porting our e-paper module to our some worldwide famous platform like Raspberry Pi, NSP, Renesas, Rockchip, Taylor chips, and ST microelectronics. They are already support our e-paper module. And this is our hardware architecture. We can focus on just blue color side. The mechanism design and the driver board design is made by us. And it's fully open source. You can just download the design files on our GitHub. And you will connect to the TCON, we call it the timing controller, to control the e-ink panels. And the other side, in the left side, you can see we need to connect the ARM or RISC-V platform to the SPI interface. And here's our current product in our communities. we have two kind of sorry, this one. Okay, two kind of inch. First one is 2.13 inch for color and the monocolor e-paper, and the right side is bigger one, 4.16 color grayscale e-paper model. And we also design our mechanism in close using 3D printer and add an additional architive protective sheet. Another side here is our driver board, the green PCB driver board. As you can see, it has two connectors. One is SPI, and another one is connected to the e-ink panel. It's open source design files on the GitHub. And about the software side, we also support some user space utilities applications in Linux. In this case, as you can see, it's a Raspberry Pi 5 example. Because it has the 40p pin header, there's one SPI interface and some GPIOs can be used. You can easily connect to our e-paper model and download our source code for application to refresh the image. You can draw your picture like this example. I draw a Nagoya Palace and save as a PNG file and using a Python tool to transfer to the raw data and package inside the source code and compile it, then run into the TCON memory space. It will auto update to the e-paper. After update, it will turn into the low power mode, zero power consumption. This is another user space example using remote proc RTOS. Because this can use some big little ARM architecture. You can run the Ubuntu on the A55 cores and load the firmware using the remote probe to transfer this firmware to the MCU core and update the image. It's also open source. But if you see these two examples, you can find a problem. If you want to just update a little bit, just not full screen or something like the different picture, you need to draw the picture every time. It's very inconvenient. So this is why we are implement kernel space DI driver. The pros is easy to change the display content. And it can as a primary panel, not just display tag. And it can support more and more applications. But it comes big effort for driver applications. But fortunately, we already overcome it. As you can see, the left side, the architecture, driver architecture, we follow the Linux kernel upstream DRM standard and protocol, so we can compatible with all display framework like Qt or Yocto Western Desktop or FrameBuffer Desktop or GNOME, something like that. We are all support because it's standard DRM driver. And then the driver will receive the whole 32-bit color format from the user space and transfer to the 2-bit only because our e-paper is mono or full color. So it depends on your e-paper color and 2-bit to get the 2-bit and update the e-paper directly. And I want to special thanks the driver author LC1 is our OpenAP community's GitHub PR reviewer, and he is also a mainline Linux kernel mainline DRM maintainer. And he is also present this driver architecture in this postcard. And the bottom side, you can see the example in the Linux user space. You can just operate it as a normal DRM device node, just like a single monitor. Not only DRM driver, we also support and submit the device tree overlay to support NSP board and NSP FRDN X93 board and the KTP to the Linux kernel upstream. So you just can download from the Linux kernel mainline, maybe kernel 7.1, and you can use our ePaper module directly. Very common. And this is our one of the example using the DRM driver. Actually, I have a tools there to show this example. If you are interested, you can go there to see the detail. You can just type the string or text and quickly update immediately to the ePaper. We also support different operating system using including Yocto and Android and Ubuntu operating system. About future work, first one is we will support a larger, bigger ePaper module. And so many users and customers would like to explore a wireless ePaper module. So we will support it. We are designing and it will come in soon using BOE 5.4 protocol. And we'll support more mainline DRM driver for OpenEP ePaper module. And about the fourth, and we want to support the Xavier RTOS support in the future and improve image update performance. And this one is very important. I hope more and more contributors join us. Okay, let's go to the part 2. About the CRA. It's our co-author, Karina Lin, is one of the OpenEP contributors, and she is a cybersecurity engineer. About Cheng, I want to just simply introduce and overview cybersecurity, CRA, the Cyber Resilience Act first. Then do some case study and introduce the balance scope and CI integration. And that's first the summary and the future work. Okay, because for now, if we want to push no matter the community, open source communities or the product to the Europe, we need to follow the CRA. It will active at a little bit slow. It's December 2027. Will formal activity. So it's very it's very serious. It's EU regulation by the European Union for the cybersecurity of community product. And because we are focused on the BSP, and on the BSP side, we need to ensure the security kernel and the driver and the chain will follow the CRA. And require the SBOM, the software bill of materials, and the CV scan reports. So we are focused on the Yocto first because so many operating systems have a different method to solve this problem. About SBOM and Yocto, it's very easy because Yocto has the method to output and or compile to the outputs SBOM for different formats. Like you can add the imperial CV check or different SBOM formats like the SPDX or SecondDX, and it will output to the compile result. And you can take this SBOM or CV check result to the some different tool to scan the CV vulnerability, and they are all JSON-based format. And different Yocto revision has a different SPDS version. And we are focused on Yocto 5.0 and 5.3 today. Okay, about the CV vulnerability, what is a CVE? It is the common vulnerability and exploits. And it has two important items. Like the first one is the CVSS. Is a score to separate the different level from the critical issue or low and the low issue. And another one is EPSS, is the show the percentage you will be hit, the probability. I want to special thanks the Yocto project Virtual Submit 2025. They introduced a very useful tool for this Yocto US BSP named Volume Scout. How to do the CV scan? First one is I just introduced the S4 format. You can take the CV check as S4 JSON file and input to the volume scout. And our volume scout will pass the S4 content and download and update the database. So the first running it will take about 1 hour to update the data CV database. Then start to scan your S4 format. After that, you will output the CV report, and you also can output different S4 format like the OpenDX or CycloneDX or SPDX. And this tool also provides UI mode and the CI mode, so you can package it inside your CI system. And this is the UI mode. After you input your S4 to the model scout, you will show the scan result. And left side is different kind of CV, CVSS and APSS score and different level. And the right side you can see you can output different version and the type S4 is so only use this tool can generate all SPDS format. Very useful. And this is one of the scenario. We are using NSP IS93 platform using our e-paper and running the Yocto 5.3 with the kernel 6.18.2. And we need to compile the Yocto first to get an image and S4 file to the volume scout. Then the right side is the scan result. As you can see, the CVSS critical CV issue is only 5, and the most critical vulnerability BPSS issue is 0. No any critical vulnerability. And another scenario is using the Rockchip RK3588 platform. Also use the same e-paper module running the Yocto 5.0 with kernel 6.1.75. Also do the same thing as the previous Dynamics Type 3, but the scan result is very dangerous. Yeah. As you can see, the CVSS critical issue is 23, and it has the 6 critical vulnerabilities for EPSS. So it's very dangerous to be hacked. Okay, so vulnerability we can integrate with the CI modules in the command. Different command can, like this example, you can just output some parameters to what you want the output SPDX S4 format what you want and the CV score condition. And this is our CI system integration result. We need to set up a volume scout server, and our developer will commit the picture command first to the garage code review server, and we also have involved AI review and the senior engineer review to the static analyze robot as well. And running in the Jenkins will right? With the different project and the script, container script. After get the compile results to input to the balance plot, and it will automatically to scan the CV report and package it to the release. They are all automatically, not need any menu. Okay, so this is summary and the future work. Firstly, as you can see, the vendor BSP is a little bit old, so the CV scan result is not good, I think. And the mainline BSP is good, but some critical IP will be hide on the vendor side, like a Rockchip or NSP. So maybe mainline BSP does not support some functions yet. But in my opinion, I very strongly recommend to use the mainline BSP. For future work, we will upgrade to Yocto 6.0. It's a LTS revision for our e-paper project, and transition to the mainline BSP with the CRA line vendor BSP, and we will drop and phase out the legacy vendor BSP, just like the scenario 2. This one, the Rockchip BSP. Vendor BSP is too old, I think. Okay, so thanks for your time, and we will another event in the Coast Club. Welcome to listen. If you are interesting, we have 6 speakers will join the Coast Club. 3 Taiwanese and 3 European. They are very strongly skilled and will share more and more deep technology using on the e-paper. Thanks, guys.
35円これででしょう。バイリンスを。先に日本語で喋ります。We talk about Japanese past. You can はい、プレゼンテーションありがとう。参加者の皆さんから質問があれば、一応翻訳頑張りますけど、ダメだもん。はい。もうあれじゃあ、一つ目の質問は、さっき、彼が紹介して僕最新のライン彼が紹介して PDF は古いわけで、そのインパクトどうなのSo I have one question for you. What? So latest Yocto version, line of this, I removed the SPDX 2.x support. Have an impact or your work or not?
Okay.